All right, guys, so it turns out that Logan Paul's new collab with MrBeast with their new Lunchly product that they're marketing to kids did not really go the way that he thought it would. And so Logan Paul is fighting back. That's right, folks. Logan Paul got very angry at the backlash that he got for launching this awful product to kids with another content creator named MrBeast, who both of them are just not the best of human beings, right? Well, Logan Paul's upset about that. And it's actually funny because all Logan Paul did by going after people who spoke out about his new collab with MrBeast is make himself look even more like an a-hole and get absolutely owned by a real medical doctor. That's right, folks. Let's get into it. So here's what happened. It all started with this. There is a huge YouTuber, this guy right here, okay? This guy right here, apparently, I've never heard of him, to be honest, but apparently I looked him up. He has 28 million subscribers on YouTube. He's a huge Minecraft YouTuber, and so far he's the biggest guy, him along with XQC and a few other creators who have spoken out against Logan Paul. But this is what he said, and his tweet kind of went viral. He saw this post with MrBeast, KSI, and Logan Paul collabing, and he said, "What happened to YouTubers, man? I can't say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust people who are selling it to them do better." Number one, this guy is absolutely 1000% correct. Shout out to him for using his platform to call this out. Obviously, you know, one of the biggest problems that I have is you got so many huge YouTubers with huge platforms who are just so scared to say anything about Logan Paul or MrBeast. They just remain silent as these guys continue to just do awful things like market awful products to kids just so they can make money, which that's all this is. Shout out to this guy for having 28 million subscribers. And this guy isn't even a drama YouTuber. He never covers drama. He just like plays games and makes whatever content he does. He like does Minecraft and stuff. Shout out to him for having the guts to come out and say this. But one, I absolutely 1000% agree with him that all MrBeast and Logan Paul are doing is making money. That's it. That's all they're doing. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. We all want to make money. But the problem is they're not selling t-shirts. They're not selling hats. They are selling a dangerous product with legit dangerous ingredients and chemicals. We'll get to that later in the video. Literally, some of the ingredients that are in the Lunchlies are banned in other countries, and they are selling that garbage to kids so they can make money. This guy's basically calling it out. He's like, what happened to you guys? Like, originally, we as YouTubers, we started off trying to make good content, laugh, have fun, do whatever we do. You know, now it's turned into just like big business where you guys are now selling your souls just for money or just selling any kind of garbage product for money. And it's absolutely despicable. So here's what happened. Logan Paul responded to that guy. Logan Paul, I'm sorry, that's not the tweet. Here's the tweet right here. So Logan Paul actually responded to this guy and he said, "I'll tell you what happened to YouTubers. We spent our lives creating content and building our brands. Now we want to build businesses." Again, this is coming from the guy who already has a net worth of over $100 million. This is coming from a guy who's already mega rich. He's also speaking up for MrBeast. MrBeast is dang near a billionaire. Go look it up. MrBeast pretty much has a net worth of $1 billion. They do not need to sell, you know, this Lunchly crap to kids. It's just pure greed. They both have more money than they know what to do with it, okay? Let's read more of the tweet. He said, "You don't say anything when Lunchables faces bans for allegedly containing lead, but when we create a better version, you're upset, then don't eat it." Now, it's funny that he says that, you know, because the way that he's trying to brand this whole thing is Lunchly is better than Lunchables, even though we basically stole their product. It's the same thing. We're just adding in our stupid sports drink and our nasty Feastables chocolate to it, but we're basically copying them. It's literally the same concept, same food, same everything. It's the same thing. Even the letters and the wording are kind of the same. Lunchables, Lunchly, same thing. That's just my opinion. But what's also interesting about this is Logan Paul got into it with a medical doctor and got absolutely owned. And I love it. It's so funny. Let's talk about it. So here's what happened. A medical doctor by the name of Brian, he quote tweeted Logan Paul's original post where he said Lunchly versus Lunchables, because what Logan Paul is trying to do, he's trying to basically say Lunchly is way more healthy than Lunchables. You guys should buy our product for your kids instead of Lunchables. That's the whole thing. Well, this actual medical doctor said sodium getting rebranded as electrolytes will be taught in marketing textbooks one day. Well, here's what Logan Paul had to say to a actual medical doctor who went to school for it. He said, crazy how even a sports medicine doctor can't tell the difference between sodium and potassium. The reference 400 milligrams of electrolytes is the potassium in prime, you idiot. Well, guess what happened to Logan Paul right after he quote tweeted this medical doctor? He got community noted by Twitter. Twitter community noted him. Let's zoom in and see exactly what Twitter had to say when he got community noted. Here's what community notes had to say. While sodium is an electrolyte, this is misleading due to there being many other different types of electrolytes that do different things to the human body. This product should be branded, or I'm sorry, this label that Logan Paul is talking about with the electrolytes, community notes is saying this should be branded as sodium, not electrolytes. Oh my God, you got owned. Wait a minute, what did the doctor just say? Sodium getting rebranded as electrolytes will be taught in marketing textbooks one day. So community notes legit agrees with Brian, the medical doctor, who said that sodium getting rebranded as electrolytes will be taught in marketing textbooks one day. And then Logan Paul comes out and says, crazy how sports medicine doctor, the reference, blah, 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 blah. Bro, you just got owned. First of all, Logan Paul, who do you think you are to try and argue with a doctor about this stuff? You know nothing. You are dumb. You pinhead dumb Logan. You dumb. You're the same guy who created a cryptocurrency called Dink Doink. You are the same guy who created other cryptocurrency called CryptoZoo. And then you hired a bunch of like people who you could have easily Googled and found out that they were criminals. And they took all the money and CoffeeZilla exposed it. And now you're suing CoffeeZilla, blah, blah, blah. Logan Paul's not the smartest guy in the world, okay? He's got like a below average IQ. And you have the nerve to try and call a medical doctor an idiot when the results actually show, sir, based on recent history, that you are the actual idiot. Okay, now let's actually move on to what I think is the most important part of the video, which, by the way, if you made it to this part of the video, we're almost at 8 minutes here. You made it to this part of the video. Shout out to you, because this is the most important part, okay? So somebody actually pointed something out very interesting. Let's just zoom in. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. This person pointed out in their tweet, says here, MrBeast, KSI, and Logan Paul are releasing Lunchly, a Lunchables competitor. I checked the ingredients in their products, and it's filled with GMO garbage and seed oils. These sellout wannabes want to make you sick, unhealthy, and obese. And you know what? I really want to speak to that real quick before we move on to the ingredients. Somebody left a comment under my video, and I thought it was very disingenuous and just stupid, but I'm going to respond to it. My last video on MrBeast, somebody left a comment and said, would you still be saying that this product, Lunchly, that they're launching is awful and bad if MrBeast weren't under all the controversy? And basically, he's trying to say that I'm only saying this because I'm jumping on the bandwagon and I'm just trying to say anything bad about MrBeast because of the current controversy, which honestly, that's just 1000% false. You guys don't know this about me because I don't ever talk about it on this channel because I cover YouTube drama on this channel. I don't talk about health, but I'm actually pretty health conscious. I really am. I haven't drank pop in years. I mean, my diet's not perfect, but I haven't drank pop in years because pop is so bad for you. You can literally Google it right now. There are articles out there that literally say that if you drink pop like consistently, like several times a week, you have about a 40% higher chance of getting a heart attack, you know, later in your life than somebody who doesn't drink pop at all. Like pop, soda, whatever you want to call it, Coca-Cola, Sprite, whatever. It's so unbelievably bad for you, okay? Besides that, there's just a lot of things in America that are bad for you. All this processed food. I mean, there's studies out there that say the bottom line is, I don't want to go into a rant on health because I know you guys are going to click off, but the bottom line is, let's just speak to the most important thing. Children should not be eating this stuff. That's the bottom line. Pop-Tarts, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Lunchables, Lunchlys, whatever. Kids should not be eating this garbage because that's what it really is. And I'm going to fully explain that to you. Let's go ahead and click on the ingredients, okay? I mean, this stuff is absolute crap. Citric acid, bad for you. Sucralose, bad for you. By the way, these two right here, sucralose and acetylsulfame potassium. Acetylsulfame potassium. I looked those two up. Really bad for you. Okay, those two agree. Let's zoom in even further so we can really see this here. These two are really bad for you. Children should not be having it. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because it's funny that Logan Paul is saying, you know, they're trying to say, oh, it's healthier. It's not healthy. I don't care what anybody says. Your kids should not be eating Lunchly. It is not healthy. If you really want your kids to be healthy, don't be lazy. Make them food at home. Make them a nice lunch. Make them a nice, healthy Mediterranean chicken wrap or something. I don't know. Something like that. A sandwich, something. None of this crap. These two ingredients are extremely bad for you. What in God's name is gum arabic? What is that? What is pyridoxine, hydrochloride? What is that? Does that sound healthy to you? All of this sounds like processed garbage that was made in a laboratory. It should not be fed to kids. I'm serious about this. This is not okay. It is sad that these garbage, scummy YouTubers are trying to sell super unhealthy products to kids. Make it stop. This is crazy. Let's keep going. I mean, what in God's name is this stuff? Enriched, bleached wheat flour. What the heck is that? Thiamine? Monoetrate, riboflavin. I don't know. I can't pronounce it. I don't care. Make fun of me all you want. What is that? Folic acid. Bad for you. Let's scroll down to the stuff that's really bad for you. Modified cornstarch. You can literally Google that. That is extremely bad for you. You know what else is really bad for you? Highly refined soybean oil. Your children should not be eating that. Citric acid, okay, garlic powder, onion powder, okay, you know, nice little seasonings I like to use when I'm cooking my food and stuff. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. Cane sugar, that's not good for you. Go Google that. What the heck is paprika extract? Like, what's extract? Spice extract? Like, what is that? Unsweetened chocolate. Like what? Like, bottom line, folks, you can actually Google this stuff. You can look up most of the ingredients in this stuff. And you can actually go on Google and you can see that some of these ingredients that are actually in this are banned in other countries. Banned in Europe, banned in Japan, banned in other countries like India. This stuff is so bad for you. They don't even let you have this in the food in other countries. This is why other countries are so much more healthier than the United States of America. We got to speak on this. Let me speak real quick about sucralose. Okay. For those who don't know what sucralose is, and this ingredient right here, this acetylsulfame potassium, these two ingredients, these are sweeteners, okay? Let's talk about that. Artificial sweeteners, by the way. Let's look up sucralose real quick. So here's what it says about sucralose. We're going to zoom in again. What it says about sucralose is in May 2023, the World Health Organization advised people not to consume non-sugar sweeteners, including sucralose, for weight loss. You might be asking, okay, why in God's name, Echoes, will people be consuming this for weight loss if it's supposedly unhealthy? I'll tell you why. This is the trick. So many tricks in the food industry in America. What they try to market the people to lose weight is, hey, we all know that too much sugar makes you gain weight. Like if you're drinking pop, which has a lot of sugar and candy and ice cream and all that, you're going to gain weight because that type of sugar is not good for you. It's going to make you gain weight. So if you want to lose weight, but you still want to satisfy that craving you have for something sweet and sugary, you can get something that has a sweetener, an artificial sweetener. Well, so what people are doing is instead of eating candy or ice cream or stuff, they'll substitute that for some sort of Nutri-Grain bar or something that has one of these artificial sweeteners. What the World Health Organization is saying is actually this crap isn't good for you either. It says right here, the recommendation is based on a systematic review of the most current scientific evidence that links non-sugar sweeteners to type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, and all-cause mortality, as well as increased body weight. Translation, sucralose is not good for you. So now that we know that sucralose is linked to type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and mortality, as well as increased body weight, why in God's name are you giving this to your freaking kids? And why in God's name are we allowing influencers to sell this garbage to your kids? Like I said at the beginning when I made my video yesterday, this is cancer in a box. That's what this is. You want to know why people are getting cancer? You want to know why cancer cases are growing so much in the United States of America? It's because most of our diets contain all this crap that is banned in other countries. I'm not going to say you can prevent yourself from getting cancer, but if you want to lessen the risk of you getting cancer compared to the other people in the population, stop eating that crap. Stop eating things that have sucralose and acetylcholine potassium and highly refined soybean oil. All of that crap is bad for you. Influencers should not be selling that to children. I don't know what should happen. I don't know what can happen. But we as the community got to stand up to this. This is bad. These people are horrible people. These people are greedy and they're not good people. I would respect them more if they sold a legit healthy option to kids. But we all know that that's not what they are trying to do. They are trying to get mega rich and they are trying to make millions and millions, possibly even billions off this crap by making your kids more unhealthy and more susceptible to cancer, diabetes, and just an overall unhealthy diet. It's not cool. Okay. It's not cool. Anyway, that's today's video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.